This 1988 Chevrolet IROC Camaro makes a statement with its 30,000 actual miles, TPI 350, and it has T-tops. Let's take it out for a test drive and see how it performs. It's a warm day here in Texas to have our AC on in a 1988 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z. This is a 30,810 actual mile car. Runs, drives, stops, and steers like a low mileage IROC should perform like. This one has your TPI 350. It is the original motor to the vehicle. Runs excellent. They make 230 horse and 330 foot-pounds of torque. That's what it's rated at in 1988. It is backed by the 700R4 overdrive transmission. Obviously, with the TPI 350, you got the automatic, and they were all overdrives like this. So great cruisability out on the interstate. You cruise this thing at 70 miles an hour without a problem. Power steering, power disc brakes, zero complaints from any of that. The AC is converted to R134A. I have it on right now because it's 75 degrees here in Texas. And the AC is working exactly like it should. I have it on the second setting right now, so you can crank it up a little bit more if you want to. The volume of AC is great. Air is nice and cold. On the interior, it is my preferred interior, which is the black cloth interior. It is kind of gray, but it is considered the black cloth interior. The seat covers are great. The lower portions of the door panels, the pull handles themselves look great. Your wear items come on the upper plastics on both of the door panels. You have a crack in the front and a crack in the back on both door panels up top. Very notorious that these happen. It's almost crazy if you don't see some of the cracks. And then same thing with the upper portion of the dash here. It has some cracking up by the speaker grills. Again, you can put a little dash cap on there. You can put a new dash pad if you wanted to. But outside of the little cracks in the upper door panels and the dash, the only other issues are this little small hole in the visor here and then the little wrinkle spots in the center portion of the headliner. Top of the steering wheel has just a little bit of age on it, but nothing major. You do have an aftermarket stereo. Due to the fact that it is an aftermarket stereo, the power antenna does not work. So the stereo functions, but the power antenna is not going up and down. You still pick up a channel. You can still pick up some channels from the aftermarket stereo, but that power antenna would need a little bit of work to get it going. As far as the Does It Work section, you will see a screenshot of that Does It Work section in the additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. Click on this vehicle in the inventory tab, scroll to the very bottom, and you will see a screenshot there in that additional media tab. I'd also have photos of the imperfections as well as the Carfax and auto check. All of that stuff will be in there. Really performs excellent. Zero complaints from the driveline. No weird sounds. The motor has smooth power. The transmission shifts through the gears exactly like it should. Especially when you get on the throttle like that, it is spot on for the shifts. Really great performance from a stock style IROC. It still even has the original exhaust on it, so it's not very loud. I like Flowmasters. If someone wanted to put some Flowmasters on this, you could, but the stock exhaust still sounds good. On the underneath, it actually represents probably cleaner than it should. 30,000 miles is low miles, but the floors are excellent. The frame looks great. I don't see any problems on the bottom side of this car. It really shows like a 30,000 mile IROC should show. On the exterior, it is a flame red metallic exterior. The vehicle has been repainted. It has its imperfections. It's got some spider cracks on the lower side skirts and the rear bumper. It has imperfections on the front bumper like stone chips, same thing with the hood. Little touch-ups and miscellaneous areas walking around the car. It's got some little trash spots, little fish eyes. Outside you don't really see it, but underneath the fluorescent lights where I take those photos, you will see the imperfections that I'm talking about. In that additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com, you'll see photos of all those little nitpicky spots that I'm talking about. The doors do open and close nice. A little bit of sag when you open and close them, but it doesn't inhibit your ability to open and close the doors. This is a factory T-top car, which is the coolest option. I will say, if you go hose this thing down with a power washer, like any T-top older vehicle from the 80s and even the 90s, and some of the even early 2000s stuff, you're probably gonna get some little drips of water, some water coming in the car. You could go replace the seals and it's still gonna leak. But nothing that's corroded around the T-top area. The seals themselves do look okay, but just disclaimer there, any T-top car, you're gonna get some water that's gonna come in, it's almost inevitable. As far as the suspension goes, it all performs exactly like it should. Steering's nice and tight, no weird shakes, no weird rattles. It doesn't pull you left, it doesn't pull you right. Really has a good performance feel to it. Kick down works properly when you get back in the throttle. As far as your creature comforts here on the inside, power windows and power locks, all of that works properly. When you close the deck lid in the back, it's got its electric pull down and it locks the deck lid like it should. Mirrors all work properly as well. Driving position feels good. You have your power adjustable driver seat over here with the controls up on the front of the side. Easy to get comfortable in here with the center console and the way the shifter is set up. I really like the driving position in here, and you do have tilt, so if you need a little bit more room, plenty of room for someone that's taller than me. I'm 6 foot and I fit in here great. It actually pulls really well. You have your headlight switch here, which works properly, and then you have to have your headlights on to kick your fog lights on, but the button works, and then you have your rear defrost. The button lights up when you kick it on. To be honest, I don't know if the rear defrost is doing a whole lot because it's 75 degrees here in Texas right now, but the light does illuminate. When you pop the hatch in the back, it's all factory back there. Nothing's out of place, it all shows well. And then same thing when you pop the hood. This is the original TPI 350 that this thing was born with. Performs great. Bottom side of the hood's nice. Firewall, inner fenders, core support, radiator itself, all of that checks out exactly like it should. Charging system's doing its job. Fluids look good. Belts, hoses, wiring. Nothing for me to complain about in the engine bay. The disclaimer list on this IROC is down to the power antenna not working, the cosmetic issues on the cracks on the door panels, the headliner issues here, and the little cracks on the dash, and then your cosmetic flaws on the outside. It still is a great looking car, but it does have its imperfections. The original paint on these wasn't super nice, so having one that was repainted that still has flaws, it's really kind of common. I forgot to touch on it. Stock wheels, good tires all the way around, ready to hop in and drive this IROC and enjoy it. All of your glass looks like in stock, clean condition. Couple little nicks in the windshield, but nothing major. And then your power windows, all of that works properly, goes up and down like it should. Rear view mirror looks clear and easy to see out of, and same thing with your side mirrors. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1988 Chevrolet IROC Camaro with 30,817 miles. From myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media tab. Make sure you check out that additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com and check out all the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next video.